More controversy as Elon Musk mulls a mega app with his upcoming Twitter buyout. Will it bring freedom of speech or more tyranny? And how can that help you learn English in just 15 minutes? Find out right now on English News Worth Talking About. Hey, it's Dennis Wilborn, the former sailor turned entrepreneur and English coach. Welcome back to English News Worth Talking About on All About English. This is the show where I break down some of my clients' favorite news articles to help you reach your English learning goals faster. Join me Monday through Friday for a new video. And be sure to stick around to the end where I share a new idiom to spice up your vocabulary. Moving right along. Today is Wednesday. No, it's not Wednesday anymore. It's Thursday. Thursday, October 13th, 2022. And our article comes from Learning English at the Voice of America. VOA is another great site where you can get free articles and other materials to help you build your English skills. Today, we're talking about Elon Musk and his plans for world domination. For an everything app. Let's see what it's all about. Elon Musk suggests a plan to create an everything app. Now, this should be interesting. What's this all about? Before I start, Voice of America has a little bit of a different format. They go straight into the article. One of the cool things about Voice of America is if you are really sleepy and you'd like to go to sleep, you can listen to the article as it's read to you. It takes about 5 or 6 minutes, and with the tempo that the reader reads, you will be asleep in that time. Anyway, yeah, it's true. He's kind of dry. So I will not be reading it in that same format. I will read a little bit of this article before I get into the vocabulary. But really, I just want to break down what is going on with the biggest billionaire in the world. Let's find out. So Elon Musk recently confirmed that he is still interested in buying the social media service Twitter. This came after he tried to withdraw from the deal earlier, after he offered to buy it for $44 billion. There's big legal stuff. You can look all of that stuff up for yourself. But what's most interesting about this is that in a recent tweet on the subject, Musk wrote, quote, "Buying Twitter is an accelerant to creating X, the everything app." Notice that the two highlighted words, accelerant and app, those are some of the vocabulary words in this article. So yeah, he's saying that buying Twitter is going to accelerate. An accelerant is anything that like makes things go or burn faster. In this case, I guess he's going to burn up the internet with Twitter to create this everything app. App is short for application. I have heard some people refer to it as APP. It is not APP, it is app. Okay, short for application. Basically, it's a computer program. Most often we use app when we're talking about something, some software that's used on the phone. Now, he didn't provide any details in his brief statement, of course, because Twitter is limited by the amount of characters you can use. But the tweet has led to a lot of people questioning, what does he mean by everything app? Well, the reporter from the reporter from Reuters, Sheila Dang, she tried to explain what he might be talking about. She noted that everything apps are often called super apps, and they are very popular in Asia. I know, I live in Korea. There are several apps There's one in particular called Kakao Talk, which is used to be just a messaging app. Now you can do taxis with it. You can do navigation with it. You can do banking with it. You can send money to people. It's an everything app. Really, it is super popular. I know they've got something in China called WeChat, which we'll talk about here in a second. And it's really successful. In Asia, very, very popular. I'm not so sure it'll fly in the United States. But a lot of technology companies are trying to bring it worldwide, including apparently Twitter. So what is a super app? The super app, as Musk calls an everything app, it's been described as one that offers a series of services for users. This could include messaging, social networking, direct payment services, and online shopping. To mention just a few, as I already said, there's taxi services, there's navigation, there's maps, there's restaurants, there's food delivery, you name it, it's available on a lot of these mega apps. A lot of people are calling them mega apps. Mega is a nice term. When you want to make something sound really big, just call it mega. Just like it's like super. Like that reminds me of a funny joke. Do not try this, or I should say, try this at your own peril. But the next time your wife is angry, I heard someone say this. The next time your wife is angry, take a towel and put it over her shoulders and say, "There, now you're super angry." Oh, I know, it's cringy, but I can't help it. It's funny to me. Now you're super angry. I wouldn't recommend that unless you have a very understanding wife, or unless you already have one black eye and you just need another one to match. All right. What are some examples of super apps? Well, I've already mentioned Kakao. Kakao is the Korean super app. In China, they have WeChat. WeChat is huge in China. Apparently, one industry estimate suggests that the Chinese super app WeChat has more than 1 billion monthly users and is a huge part of daily life in China. You can use it to call up a rideshare or a taxi, send money to friends or family, and make payments in stores. Wow. In 2018, some Chinese cities began testing WeChat for an electronic identification system that would be linked to users' accounts, the South China Morning Post reported. Interesting. This is an article from 2022 on Voice of America English Learning, and they don't mention that the other things that WeChat identification system was used for was identifying people with COVID. Yeah, that's right. They have a little red symbol if you have COVID, or if you failed to check in for your daily COVID test. That's right. You have to check in. It's one of those things. Then your app would turn red and you wouldn't be able to use the purchasing services to buy things like, groceries, train tickets, plane tickets, anything that you might want to use to get around or to feed yourself or your family. So yeah, kind of a little iffy on that one. Another leading super app across Southeast Asia is called Grab. It offers food delivery, ride sharing, and on-demand package delivery. Oh yeah, and financial services and investing. Whew, boy, that's a lot. I'm not sure where Grab is located, but sounds like a big one. Okay, so why does Elon want to make a super app? That's a good question. Apparently, he did a Q&A, question and answer Q&A event with Twitter employees way back in June, before he said he wasn't going to buy it. After he said he was going to buy it, it's all very confusing. But he noted that there is nothing like a super app like WeChat outside of Asia. Very true. And so he mentioned, quote again, you basically live on WeChat in China. Yeah, there's probably a reason for that. He added that he saw a chance to create such an app in the United States. Well, actually, Twitter's pretty global. So he says he wants to add more tools and more services that could help him reach his goals for the company. And during the meeting with the employees there at Twitter, he said he wanted Twitter to grow from its little minuscule 237 million users to at least 1 billion. That's right, billion with a B. That's an eighth of the population of the world using one service. That would be quite a feat if he were to pull it off. Now, some of his phone records, because of the trial, they released some of his phone records due to the legal disputes. And apparently, there are records that show him and other people talking about, or texting, I should say, about the idea of adding digital payments to Twitter. Now, I've heard a lot of rumors about that, and Elon Musk did really push the purchasing of Dogecoin, which is a cryptocurrency. I wonder if he might incorporate that into the platform. Your guess is as good as mine on that one. But if he does, now might be a good time to have some Doge. Not investment advice. Just pay attention right now. I do not give investing advice. Okay, just want to get that out of the way. All right, moving right along into let's finish this up. The parent of messaging, other tech companies in the United States have tried to make some kind of a super app. Snapchat tried it back in 2018. They tried to include, or they introduced Snap Cash, but they ended the service in 2018. They also expanded mobile gaming, but they ended that again as part of cost cutting. Yeah, everybody's cutting costs. Even Facebook has been cutting costs, but Meta, which owns Facebook and Instagram, also has tried expanding beyond just social networking and messaging into online selling. I think they're doing okay, actually. I'm not sure. I have seen a lot of people doing online selling on those platforms, but you let me know. Have you ever purchased anything through social media? Do you use a super app or a mega app or an everything app? Let me know down in the comments down below. I'm very curious as to what you do and what you think of this story. So some of the words that are written in this story, an accelerant. An accelerant is a noun, something that makes something move faster. Something that makes something move faster. Typical accelerant. Gasoline is an excellent accelerant to throw on a fire. No, don't do that. It is an accelerant and you don't want to throw that on your fire. They also have gas additives that are accelerants that you can add to your fuel tank to help your car go faster. App, as I mentioned, an app is short for application, a computer program that performs a special function usually found on mobile phones. A lot of my clients are app developers. They're programmers or coders, and they're involved in app development. See, there we go. I used it in a sentence. And finally, deliver. Deliver, a verb to transport goods from one place to another. I asked my wife to have a pizza delivered. Hey, honey, can you deliver a pizza to my house? You know, that kind of thing. So as I said before, please send me your comments. Let me know what you think of this article. This is a great place to check out Learning English .voa, Voice of America. Check it out. I will put the link in the description. It's another good policy, or reading policy. It's another good website for a place to check out free news. They also have other materials for studying your English. All right. Now then, what have we learned today? Twitter as an accelerant. All right, what did we learn today? Musk expects Twitter to be an accelerant to building an everything app. He didn't start the fire. Like the song, he didn't start a fire, but he wants to throw gasoline on it anyway. And let me tell you, Twitter really is a dumpster fire. Number 2, a super app. What is a super app? It's supposed to connect all or most of what you do online. What could possibly go wrong? Oh, I don't know. Maybe they lock you out of your access to your money. Can't travel? Oh, I don't know. Ask the Chinese. And finally, Musk says he wants to grow the user base of Twitter from its measly 237 million up to 1 billion people, not bots. And you think that hate tweets are bad now? Think again. All right, and now it's time for our bonus segment, the idiom of the day. Say what? All right, the word is big brother. Big brother. I thought this was an appropriate idiom today. You might hear people refer to to big brother. Big brother means it's a large organization, or especially a government agency that tries to control all aspects of human life and society. All of them. You don't want that. Big brother is bad. Also, big brother is someone who personifies the totalitarian state. And finally, some people use big brother to refer to a surveillance camera or CCTV. Some example sentences you might hear, hey, big brother says we have to get this done by tomorrow, or else. If you work for a big company, they might say that. Look, man, I don't make the rules. Big brother does. Shh. Big brother is here, and he's most likely watching every one of us. Ooh, put your tinfoil hats on. But, seriously, that's exactly what social media does all the time. So where did this come from? Big Brother first appeared as a fictional symbol in George Orwell's 1949 novel, 1984. Big Brother is portrayed in the book as the personification of the head of state and the head of the governing party, which has perfect control over its subjects, thanks to ongoing population surveillance. Yeah, he's always watching. It is never really made clear in the story if Big Brother is a real person or just a party personified, like Uncle Sam. Big Brother is watching is a phrase that Orwell popularized in his book, and the phrase now denotes misuse of authority, which is frequently connected to the erosion of civil liberties. And that is all of the time that we have for today. My greatest fear is that Big Brother will come and try to take my coffee away. You can join in the fight and support my resistance against Big Brother by buying me a cup of coffee. Just click the link in the description or on the main page, and I will see you tomorrow. Your homework for today: be sure to share this program with just one of your friends. Smash the like button and leave a comment about what you've learned down below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. And if you'd like to join the conversation yourself in a one-on-one or even a group class, check out my page on Amazing Talker. You might find me doing a video about an article you chose as well. And always remember, learning is meant to be an adventure. That's what it's all about.